Oh man, I cannot handle this today. My elbow is struggling.
Hold on, what's going on with your elbow?
Oh, I went to practice at Morocco's house
Oh no. Oh
with
no.
with Todd Hutchings
Okay. What, Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. I thought it was there like a week before
Yeah,
the match.
actually, I watched you take an ass whipping right when I left on the way out.
Oh man, I thought we're gonna bypass that as long as we can. Let's talk about your elbow pains. How was your weekend? Maybe see if you forget about that.
Wow.
Boy.
Wow.
No, no, no. Tell me, how did the practice go?
Practice was good. Practice was good. I mean, I didn't pull that much, but I did pull with Todd fresh for fresh just because I felt so amazing. Like when I walked in and I'm around those guys and I like walk up and, give them a little handshake and then wrap them up and stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so much more of a human being than like Paul Lynn and Dave Morocco and Todd Hutchings.
Oh, I didn't know you're gonna have audacity to pull Todd Hutchings in the category.
Yeah, definitely Todd the most because I was like, I guess I must have been the most intimidated by him subconsciously, right?
Right.
So, like, when I just got in there, I'm like, oh my goodness, I could kill this guy, right?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, you better be careful of that Labrador story you told. Yeah, they get tight. It's Todd Hutchings. Yeah.
So strange that I feel that way, right? I mean, that's the difference. I'm telling you, man. The difference between me and other people is I have an unbelievable self-perception and confidence. I don't even know. And listen, it's not, people say, oh, it's, like you can fake that. I don't know. Like I don't even know, like, if it's obviously not true because I did fool with him, right? And now he didn't want anybody teeing off on him, which is fine, but just nice and slow. I could definitely tell why he's the man. There ain't no doubt about it, right? But can't help but thinking I'd watch him so fucking awesome if I was in a tournament with him. Isn't that crazy? And I'm going to tell you something. My right arm, I think, might feel better than my left arm, which is freaky. I mean,
I can. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I would like to see it play now because I can kind of I see what you're saying, but yeah, I know what you're talking about a faking the confidence versus like I don't know, almost.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter if it's true or not, but it does. I do know that you can act like you believe it, but I guess maybe not believe it, and then when it's over, your pussy ass gives everybody the perception that you already knew it. Right. I guess that's an approach. I'm just telling you, like, when I'm around those guys and
Well,
I'm
there is the difference is if you get the result that you're gonna like, you're gonna be really really upset because you're really about that. You're like, oh yeah, I should kill
well,
that kid.
yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Going there with some preconceived notion on how you want to feel is one thing. I'm just telling you that I was there. I was around them. I touched them. I talked to them, and you can't tell me I'm not a superior human being. There's no way of getting me to believe it. Now, I'm sure they have their own thoughts, and I'd love to know if they felt what I felt, that I would fuck them up like quick. Like, I wonder what Paul Lynn feels. I wonder if Paul Lynn's ego just cowers when I'm around, or is that just me feeling myself?
You know how it is when you're at the practice and when somebody is like, I mean, you're thinking you're getting something new from the guy. Like, oh yeah, when it times to crash, like I'll crash that dude. But at the same time, you don't realize they're getting the same information too, and they're having exactly the same thoughts. Oh man, I'm gonna kill him when there's to kill him.
Now, I've been to practice and not felt that way because I wasn't, I just didn't feel good. I don't know if it's just the stem cells or if it's this side pressure machine, but something has me definitely feeling that I'm the dude.
Yeah, I need that something because my last Saturday, go feeling like I was that dude.
Yeah, and you also too tried to trick everybody after the first match into thinking it was going to be easy work.
Right. Hey, I've learned too not to do any type of yelling or anything in the first round because, like, man, that round two can go other way around real quick.
You actually did really well and almost still could have won, even though he definitely looked better.
I so I definitely, I mean, John came in there like strong and pulled me properly because he can also be a slapdick and pull me all the way around. But he came in there definitely like attacking me. But the only thing I should have tried to do some type of fucking something more to hide my hand because it was just completely blown up. And then
Oh yeah, you have
match,
no respect for the process.
after the match, you're like, man, I should have hide hook. And then that
The
never came.
time when it's time that the match gets stopped, your game plan is not as effective as you thought it was going to be. If you're more than one win away from that when that moment takes place, it's over because it's got some compounding interest in its effect, right? It's like if you get stopped early in round two, you can't help but feel, oh man, I can't even attack this dude yet because I've only got one more. One of them, the desperation, that desperation, holding on and letting him foul in round four, that was should have got you the win because you were more intelligent about using the set grip, using the strap, using the set grip, using the strap, so that you didn't have a bunch of starts while the referee was just going like this. You don't want to start when one referee's going, but no, 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 no. I don't want this guy to ever be like that. We got to be like this at the beginning of the set grip, and it remains like this. This means he's got the grip he wants if he decides to straighten up.
Got you. Yeah. Well, that was painful, and then hey, and the best moment was the very last round where one referee called the pin and another referee was kind of calling an elbow foul. She's like, I don't know, the elbow might have come off, and they almost wanted to agree on the pin, but then I was like, nah, 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 man, elbow definitely was off, but I have no idea, but because like, yeah, oh yeah, man, you're right, yeah, yeah, hey, elbow foul. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. We can rock it one more time. But then John smashed me with words. So yeah, well,
Yeah, he was very impatient.
yeah,
Uh,
well, he was strong. I'll tell you that.
yeah, he also too he put himself in some compromised positions after he had already took control of the match.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that too. I'm so I'm too insecure and too jealous. I want to talk about myself, so I can't even see any other perspective. But,
Yeah.
however, that's why we got Uncle John here, who is normally I'm here invite. I'm usually on John's shows because I did so well, and I need somebody to talk about it and ask me questions. Feel like a celebrity. But since Uncle John is clearly it even hurts to say that he's my daddy now after last Saturday. Then yeah, Uncle John is here now. So Uncle John, do you want to talk to me and Travis about your performance in the past 2 weeks?
Man, everything that Travis said about himself is exactly what's going on up here in Minnesota. I'm telling you, I am so unbelievably strong right now. Incredible. Incredible.
I did. I was very shockingly surprised that, first of all, you're retaining some water. So that was my first thought is he's gotten a little bit bigger. And then just seeing it reminded me of like not the same skit, but just watching Jeff Hale entertain while he was competing. And usually not a big fan of those guys because those guys are usually like competition for the beef. But yeah, I did notice that. Super impressed. And pretty strong fella there, Artem.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That might be the first true compliment I've ever gotten from Travis Bagent.
Exactly.
Mark it down.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. And then boom, here we go. Here we go.
I always set the standards very, very low. See, I just kept letting Artem beat me and beat me and beat me. Now it's time. Now it's time to take things.
Did you and Artem actually arm wrestle this Saturday, or was that just
yeah, we arm wrestled right hand and left hand and a little after pull.
And you were so you guys were in the tournament together against each other?
Yeah. In the supers.
Did one of y'all win the whole thing?
No. Neither one of us did.
Can we get the fucking winner on the show? Jesus.
No.
I'm pretty sure both winners going to work today.
Suckers.
So tell me the weight class, the circumstances of the left-handed. The right-handed, no one cares right-handed. Anybody could have beat Artem after that other kid killed him.
No. Very tough. Artem was still fresh.
Well, we both pulled supers. And since you want to talk about left-handed, everybody were too pussy to pull against pork chop. So I figured, you guys, Brita gonna go to the bottom of the bracket, Uncle John gonna go to the middle of the bracket, and I'll pull pork chop fresh for fresh. So I whack pork chop, and I start whacking
You beat pork chop?
Yeah, left-handed. So
nice.
I whack him off the rib.
Damn.
And then
damn.
John, who sends you B-side?
Brita, because I had Brita first. I had Brita right out of the gate, I think.
No. You had somebody else, then it was Brita. I make sure I was doing the cool one. So
yeah. Well, clearly Brita is in a bit of a different category right now, from what I felt.
Well, yeah, so he sends your as B-side, then shortly after he sends my as B-side as well.
Yeah.
So
it couldn't have been too shortly after. That had to be the semifinals then.
Well, there was 8 guys in the class, maybe.
There was like 9 people in the class. Yes,
yeah. Right. Sure. So if you beat Pork Chop, and then
you're right.
Beat him,
and then I got beat.
Must have been going for the winners bracket championship, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then I beat.
So Artem, you lost 2 in a row.
No. So I lose 1, then I go B-side. I guess it was 1 match before because me and Uncle John pulled on B-side once.
Yeah, because I lost to Brita and then I beat Pork Chop and then I pulled you.
Right, and then right after that, you must have pulled Brita and tried to beat him twice.
Yep, and then when he whooped him.
Yeah, so that means that you definitely lost 2 matches in a row, Artem. You lost to Brita, you got dropped to the final 3, right? Because Pork Chop was already gone. Then you pulled your boy on here, Uncle John, and then the winner went on 4-3.
He beat me left.
Yeah, but I beat John.
Oh, hold up. You beat John.
Yeah, I beat Artem right-handed.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that when you said we pulled right, left after pull, that you was his daddy in all departments.
Oh,
no. Then you went back to pull Brita again and lost him.
Yeah. Brita was my daddy all the way along.
Nice. He's pretty good, huh?
He's really strong.
Yeah. His left is up there for sure. It was pretty incredible experience. Then right-handed. So Brita, what Brita doesn't know yet that you can kind of run up on supers in Canada, but he doesn't believe me yet. So that's why he's like, hey, right-handed pulled me in 230s. I'm like, it's 4 dudes in 230s. Just pull supers.
No dummy. He told his sponsor he'd bring him a trophy home.
I'm like, I'm pulling supers and I'm trash. Like, it's all good. So breeding enough sandbagging and still beating those poor three dudes in 230s, then pull supers, and then how does that? So
I beat him first round.
no. Oh, yes. That actually that.
Yeah.
All right. So
If you was wondering, yeah, John whacked his ass first round,
my apologies. You do.
which
So
confirms Frida's decision on pulling the 230s. What a genius.
so I'm pretty sure I'm pulling pork chop again. Either won the first round. He waxes me like I'm not even.
Now, so you're saying Pork Chop he's healed up right-handed?
Yeah. Seems
Sure
like
feels like it.
yeah. Pork chop waxes me right-handed. Then I guess you and pork chop meet up kind of
Yeah. Pork chop beats me.
in same fashion.
Yeah.
I get my loss, so I pull Breeda. I beat Breeda in a terrible fashion, but it does happen right-handed, and then me and you pull,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm like, ooh, before that strap gets set up, I feel like it's something going to be good, and and then you just whack me.
Well, look, I'm never one to let the truth get in the way of a great story of me beating Artem very impressively, regardless of the fact that you had about 8 wars earlier in the day. Does not matter.
Not at all. So did you do anything with Pork Chop after that?
No. Nope.
Hey,
Too much. Too much.
I thought Pork Chop was better left-handed. I can't believe that he lost left-handed.
Yeah, I don't know. His left wrist is pliable, his right wrist is not.
Nice. He's a good guy. I met him in Istanbul and didn't get to talk to him much. And then he breaks his arm off. And we go and we have to spend like an hour and a half at Burger King in the Istanbul airport before our flights took off.
All right, yeah.
And halfway through the conversation, I'm like, damn, dude, I wish we'd have had the conversation on the way over here. He's like, you're not lying. This has been a fucking boringest week of my life.
He was there since like
He showed up like a month early to try to acclimate or some shit.
yeah, he was there like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah,
I had terrible conversation with him too that day because I come in there like Wednesday and I on arm bets. There's only so many matches you can still bet on, and I bet on one match, which was him and Zurav, and for some reason. He is the only person I'm talking to that evening. He's like, hey, man, so did you bet on any matches? Like, yeah, I did. You know which one? Because that was the easiest $100 I've ever spent. Easiest
There's
$70.
a 300 to 1 odds you break your arm. I went in on it.
Ah, man.
Hey, speaking of that, I just got a message from Istanbul on where to meet on Thursday when I arrive or Friday when I arrive. Okay. So I will, it looks like I am committed to Istanbul.
You're committing to January 20 Istanbul, right?
Oh, yeah. I've already decided I'm way too big of a fish to just pull Hermes.
Well, I've heard it in comments here from other channels that Engin been trying to reach out to you and you were not reachable for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, Engin loves to try to set a date and a time, which I respect him for that. But I'm tough when it comes to nailing me down at an exact moment. So I told him, just hold tight, I'll let him know. And I guess he got disgusted, so he said, never mind. Well, that's good, because I'd already never minded. So it's perfect. So we'll talk about it when I get over there. But I think that as soon as Engin sees me and I snatch a hold of him, give him the old little bam right there, then he's going to be like, oh, this motherfucker's different.
Well, I don't know what you got going on in your hugs that all of a sudden you're out there snatching people and it changes their perspective, man. You got
when I get on the scale, I'm like 289, and he's going to be like, oh my God, he's chubby, but I like it. I like it.
Travis looked like he ate Uncle John. Uncle John looks like he ate Uncle John. What the hell? All right, Benji Mac, $5 super chat.
Hey, that's my guy, boy, Benji. Man.
That Beast at Arm Wars equals Beast
Let me
Wars.
tell you a story about Benji Mac.
Go crazy.
Benji Mac shows up. I'm in a precarious situation. So we just pass in the hallway, but we know, we can tell Benji is so aware that he can tell now's not the time, right? So he gives me the, what's up? And I, the Bears. And I'm like, all I did was this. Just walk right by him because you could see I was busy. So I handled what I was handling. I come back. And then Benji and I end up hanging out for a little bit. Then we go to dinner together. Then it just so happens Benji's right in the crossroads. Like, should I drive back to LA? It's like 8 o'clock. So I pull out my pocket, a hotel key. I said, Benji, man, you can stay there, son. Presidential suite, MGM Grand.
Nah.
Yeah, so that's what Benji did. I'm sure Benji went wild. There's probably still dabs up there in the pool.
Benji, can you confirm or deny these allegations? You don't have to confirm them pretty much, but just
Let me tell you another thing that I think Benji he can be witness to. I'm in the MGM Grand and I walk up to this little pizza place. I'm like, I'm starving. So I'm like, I want one slice of that pepperoni pizza right there. Go to the lady, guess how much it costs?
$12.99.
$15.84 for one.
Do you get a drink with that, or is that just
no, nothing? I couldn't believe it. I mean, that's some next level price hike, right?
Well, I mean, it doesn't get any worse than one of those bike weeks and shit when you're out there buying the slice from trailer, but yeah, that's up there.
I mean, in 1584, oh my, that's another level.
Is that
that's my borderline for a whole time. As soon as you say over $15, I start being like, whoa, let me look and see who else is around town.
So did you take it?
Were you, John, were you surprised at the cost of food in Vegas?
Yes, way too expensive. Way outrageously. It was $7 for a can of Monster. Lord Almighty.
Just like everywhere, or just like where you guys were at that hotel area?
I saw like 3 places and they were all $7 a piece. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, speaking of you and White Monster, one more time you crush a can of Monster and you drop it in the back of my rental just for me to clean out. I'm gonna find you in Minnesota and I'm gonna bury your ass. Who the fuck does that?
When the daddy's around, the kids have got to pick up some of the slack, okay?
Who the hell lives in Monster trash cans and some fast food baggies in the back of my
I still
rental?
gotta give you that money too. I owe you some money.
It was cold, Artem. My wits were not about me.
Yeah, I get it. It was just a random. I'm like, who the hell? And then Lindsay throws it in the trash can and it doesn't make it. So when you go outside the lobby, all you hear is rattling.
Caught in the winter vortex.
Isaiah Winklevis, $199 super chat. Is this the 2003 throwback Travis?
Oh, I know, dude. Listen, I am getting jacked, boy. I mean, oh my goodness, the bald head's coming out. I removed all hair from my whole body yesterday.
You left your eyebrows, so we appreciate it.
I left my eyebrow. That's all I left. Eyebrow.
Well, if all the hair is removed, them farts are going to be loud as hell, boy.
I'm chafed down there. I'm chafed right now. It's going to take a couple of days. Wow. I am ready to roll, boy. I am getting ready to take over this shit again.
When?
John, watch your fucking mouth. You didn't beat me this weekend, okay? I don't know what the fuck. I know that now you done got a whole training regimen for Artem to join your team and be coached by you. But me, young man, you watch yourself on this podcast. As soon as I get damn ready, I'm going to handle this shit. But don't worry. because the second I show up, I'm the number one guy as soon as I arrive.
When will we know you arrived?
Come on, you gotta learn your lesson.
As soon as I arrive, you will know it. And I'll tell you what'll happen. All the people that you care and love and respect will be calling you. You ain't gonna believe this. The fucking king has returned. And you'll be like, God damn, he told me this was gonna happen. This is crazy.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I've never ever been so confident as I am today.
What about power? Have you been stronger than you are today?
Artem, I mean, obviously I showed you the power, but I didn't know that. I thought you were someone who knew what power was. I didn't know that after I beat you, everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry in the goddamn North America was going to start drumming you.
Oh, thank you. Now even Uncle John has found a way. Okay.
I mean, is Lindsay talked about leaving you, or what? How's everything at home?
Dude, that was a painful flight home. It was a lot of silence. There was a lot of tears. There was maybe a fight on the way back to the rental. All those little moments when you're waiting for your baggage. Bitch, don't even talk to me. Don't you touch me. So yeah, you guys have been affecting my what is that?
That's Artem immediately after I destroyed you and we went to dinner.
Oh, I'm surprised he's not holding his elbow.
Right?
That's when you asked me to make a sad face. Oh, we need to talk about something. It's public knowledge, public service announcement that Brad Grundy should not be taken with to any ethnicity places of food.
Not only that, man, I got news for you, man. Brad Grundy is, how old is Brad?
I'm glad that we're talking. You never even been where I've been, but you have a story too. But
I mean, I just noticed two of the most inappropriate things I saw Brad doing, and he had no idea that he was doing them.
Let's say Brad is a little bit he got to be younger than me, right? So let's say he's anywhere between 24 and 27.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Completely unaware of his surroundings.
Zero. Almost makes you feel like it's unnecessary to know the surroundings.
Well, you know what? It's a tough gig because I don't know, like, when someone is unaware,
is ignorance is bliss?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, what do you do? I mean, first of all, he's an outstanding human being, right? And
nicest guy.
Really, really good at arm wrestling. There ain't no doubt about those two things. On the flip side, yeah. I mean, if you're counting on Brad on a daily basis, sometimes you got to be like, damn, bro, really? You didn't like, I don't know, like if you're, I don't want to get into it, but I will tell you that I was amazed. And soon in the next couple of weeks, I will tell you the exact story. I just can't tell the story without giving up some information about Arm Wars that, I'd rather wait for, until it's, and maybe it is. Has everything been released or anything, or?
No, not yet.
Has anything been released?
No.
So Devin's match, I thought it said Friday or something. It wasn't last Friday?
No.
It's coming this Friday?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything myself. Maybe the chat knows.
So because of that, but once it does get all released and then we can talk about it, then I'll tell you the story. And I'm sure it probably isn't that big a deal to some people, but at 47 years old, there are a lot of things that you as an adult, it's just a huge list of do's and don'ts pop up in your mind every time someone's talking, right? As to whether you're participating or not, whether they are 100% sure if they understand what the fuck is going on around here, and then how to definitely act appropriately. So But it's a good story. It's a good one.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I guess to keep my story kind of vague too, I'm just gonna say that just because you lived in Korea doesn't gives you permission as a ginger white dude to tell them about the size of the eyes, the accent, and any other things while you are in a Vietnamese restaurant.
Here's the thing: you say whatever you want, but if somebody stabs you with a machete, motherfucker, we'll know what the reason they did it.
Well, yeah, clearly, but at least sit in the corner or something so we don't get splashed with some friendly fire or some shit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're right there in the middle of us. Like, we all get shot.
Yeah, he was drawing fire.
I was Chance Shaw. I don't know how Chance is, but Chance was a 18, 19-year-old annoying ass teenager that happened to drink too many beers one day at the tournament.
Okay.
And later that night, we're all, going to the store, and then boom, there's a Carl's Jr. or some shit. So I'm trying to order something on the drive-through, and this fucking guy keeps talking. And I was thinking to myself, this is the exact shit I used to do at 18, 19 years old. I would never let my buddy order. I would jump on the hood of the car and, whatever the fuck I felt like doing because I was an idiot fucking 18, 19-year-old kid who was drinking tequila or some shit, right? Whatever. But because at that point I was a 40-year-old motherfucker, dude, I looked at him, I said, hey, kid, shut the fuck up immediately, just like I would if it was one of my kids. And then later on that night, I told the story. Chance wasn't there. I think that Blair was there. And I'm like, yeah, we trying to do this. Got this annoying motherfucker back here. And then Craig told Chance, right, I guess, when they got home. So Chance sends me a message. I'm sorry I annoyed you. I wrote back, no problem, dude. I'm sure I'm not the first person.
Oh, whatever.
It just goes to show you that. And to me, Brad's problem in Vegas was merely his age and the fact that he's just a little unaware of fucking situation. And it's hilarious because Artem, not sure if you would like to add this to my list of accomplishments, but I am the most aware person in the entire world. So thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime you want to say the fucking arm wrestling fan, yeah, I would like to remind you how aware of a person you are.
I'm still holding to that. There are no true fans. There's just guys that like arm wrestling, but they want to participate. They do not just want an autograph from the arm wrestling. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, says the guy that says he's the most aware too.
This all checks out. This all checks
Jason Waldron, $5 super chat. Flashback Travis to Harold Owens. This is what I'm gonna do to you. Slams arm down and says, and I like you. Beast. A little confusing, but poor Harold Owens. Why would you do Harold like that, man?
Man, Harold was 1 inch of beating me, 1 pound of pressure.
Harold was powerful dude back in the day.
I mean, every match I ever was in, 50% of them, I'm like, oh, if that dude knew how close he was, this motherfucker would dig in.
Well, when was that Harold Owens time?
That was 2005 or 2006. Savon Matosian got permission. Well, Dave DeVoto got a contract to play the Rising Sun Indiana National Championships, the USAA. Dave DeVoto got a contract that if he filmed them, they would look at them for possible, airing on ESPN. Savon Matosian came to the Riverboat Rumble or the Riverboat in Springfield, Missouri, maybe somewhere in there. And we went to this casino hotel and had the national championships and Savon, and they ended up rerunning on ESPN hundreds of times, like thousands of times, not even hundreds. It was crazy. It would come on every fucking night. between 11:30 and 3:30 in one of those ESPN channels. Yeah, 2005, 2006, Rising Sun, Indiana, ESPN National Championship. There was 3 episodes, me, Ron Bath, and Mike Solaris, and they would just alternate these motherfuckers like crazy. It was like probably the biggest exposure ever for me.
Really? Okay.
Except maybe the Game of Arms. The Game of Arms got stupid too. But they just played the show so many times.
Is any of that on YouTube? Like that footage?
I don't know. You should be able to just look it up right now.
Well, this guy Jason did bring up the whole Harold Owens story, so there must have been a video.
Yeah, ask him where he can watch that.
Hey, Jason, where did you see that? Because my best introduction to Travis was the video that's no longer on YouTube. The title Travis Bagent being Travis Bagent.
I don't know that one, but I'm glad it's not on there anymore.
I know. I told you every time I told you it's not on there, like, oh man, I'm glad that's the one that made me look like an asshole.
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
Well, that one was good. That one had a compilation of the Tell Me I'm the Greatest. It had I think it had the weigh-ins cut on there too from Poland, where it's like I speak Polish, see all the little shit. Jason Waldron says old school ARM TV member. Gary Roberts has that.
Yeah, but I can't imagine now it's just not on YouTube. You're telling me that right now, if you punch in 2005 ESPN Rising Sun, Indiana, nothing pops up? I'm surprised.
Ryan Bellinger says Travis might have done Harold Owens like that, but he's not doing Shane Owens like that.
Shane Owens. I forgot about him. He was one of our dudes back a
Well,
month
he was
ago.
one of our regulars until he stopped not showing up and not showing up to the tournament.
Yeah, he was making fun of us for not showing up, and we was all making fun of Carl, and then all of a sudden Shane became the guy that never showed up.
Right, it's between Shane and Carl. And Carl, no, we can always throw some shade on Carl. I think Carl now is signed up for that 242 thing in December, which is like most of you guys are slap dicks if y'all sign up for that. And it's just January. Y'all better have some plans for the midsummer or something. Come on, we gotta throw a couple of Harvest Gap tournaments probably in July, June, July, August.
Well, we got to get together the Mountaineer tournament right away.
Yeah, I think Uncle John is already set up since he's feeling hot. He's gonna come over there to do super match with you.
With me?
Yeah. I'm a great comeback match for you.
Oh my God! Could I possibly lose to Uncle John?
I don't know. People asking how much is it to super chat for Travis to tell his whole armor story from last week.
It's really not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal, but I do have some funny ass story about that whole thing. The only problem is I watched Neil pick up, like, just work his ass off. So usually I'm not much of a don't keep a secret guy. I like to joke so much about the secret that you can figure it all out. And then the guy's like, yo, bro, I told you don't say nothing. I'm like, I never said it. But you said it. You just didn't say it. So I'm gonna give Neil some respect. Plus, I'm gonna see the motherfucker in 2 days. I don't want to say nothing yet. Wait at least until after.
Yeah.
Wait, at least I get back from Istanbul. At least I have time. He can have time to forgive me.
If there's some cool enough period, you might not see him for a couple of months,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I have to ban somebody. There's a question in the chat. How did Uncle John beat Artem?
Easily.
Hey,
Easily
with the verbs out there, young man. Come on now. There was a
what was the first thing I said to you after I beat you right-handed? Do you remember what I said to you?
You told me what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I said, what's your problem?
No, what is your problem? Like, oh, thanks. I guess I'm the broken one. I appreciate it.
Well, what about just Brad Grundy just sent me a message and said, you got to tell me what I did that was inappropriate. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal, young man.
I wonder if Bradley. Well,
It really wasn't that big a deal. So let me make sure I make that clear. It was not that big a deal, but just something that was funny. And he did it 2 times, 2 things in a row, which I was like, damn, that's the second time he did that.
yeah, so it probably was nothing super crazy, but it's something like
No, nothing at all crazy.
either you either notice it and you know it's fucked up, or you don't, and you just live your life like that.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And he also had a lot of followers. So once he brought up the inappropriateness, people were down. So
All right.
Oh, so you were just simply outnumbered.
I'm just no, not outnumbered, just a silent advisor of something that really had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean, at all. And but also the smartest guy in the room, and the guy that understands the pecking order. You know, when I don't know, I don't know, I'm a little different. That's all. So. And I don't know if I'm even, and we'll find out once I tell the story if I'm the only one that felt the way I did. So I don't know. We'll see. But all I know is Benji Mack is lucky as shit.
Benji, we love you, player.
By the way, Benji, he wears a 1992 Yukon Jack tournament jacket. It's incredible.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it.
Man, I thought there's gonna be more something about Benji.
It's a 30-year-old arm wrestling tournament jacket. Are you kidding me?
32 by now. It's older than me.
Yeah.
It's older than Tyson Bagent. And he's the reason we have this podcast.
Let's go. Tyson's home, baby. We're happy to have him home.
Yeah, I seen the post today, and that the refrigerator looks all different and shit. The Tyson done got the new crib too.
Oh man, you are gonna laugh your ass off when you see this mansion.
I'm like, yo, that's
me and Casey both got our own bedrooms. That's how big his house is.
I looked at the thing. I'm like, yo, that's not the condo I stayed at. That's different.
Nah, that was when we were just trying to make the team. We made it.
Brad Grinder says, Agent, that was last month. I'm pretty busy with school now. So
you need to go to finishing school, motherfucker. That's what you need to go to. Figure out what fork is used and everything. Start there.
Self-awareness classes. Hey, so John, after I've heard rumors, and I don't know, I cannot confirm or deny them, that you might have had a good performance at Arm Wars, and now you clearly had a good performance against me. So what's going on your radar right now? Is it you got
Are you on steroids or not? That's the question.
Well, that's clearly became after he beat me, but we don't need to vocalize that. Just give a quick nod. But you can laugh. Either one of those is acceptable. So thank you. So you got yourself Evan Burgoyne in the pin match, right?
Yeah, tack match. That's probably gonna be awful and amazing to watch. So do that probably. But
are you concerned a little bit, or how good of friends are you with him?
Well, he's not strong enough for that to matter. I'm so much stronger than him.
I feel like that Evan is, and I could be completely wrong, do not know the guy at all. Do not know him at all. But for some reason, I feel like he's got a little Tom Nelson in him.
Oh, dude, he's cut from the same cloth. For sure.
Which means that he's very comedy-ridden, disrespectful, right? At the beginning, right? But then gets a straight face. And you're like, yo, bro, you're kidding, right? And then, God forbid that you, respond. So God says, fuck your mom, fuck your grandma, fuck your sister. And you say, this bitch ass motherfucker. And then all of a sudden he's in the corner crying because he can't believe that you called him a bitch ass motherfucker, because he totally forgot that he said 97 things that were just crazy.
Yep.
And then I also think that he will go all the way and then act like he's surprised that it got physical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but he likes it. He likes it if it gets physical.
right.
Loves it even more.
Which is very dangerous, right? I mean,
Well, the thing that Evan does well.
You believe in grown men fighting?
Oh, not for me. I don't do it myself, but I'll watch.
Well, of course. But what
Yeah.
if? I mean, I'm saying like you're putting yourself in harm's way. Would you agree with that?
Sure, of course. Evan's completely. Well, let me just set the tide. So Arm Gods is like theatrical and shit, right? So I got myself this cut off jean jacket, right? I'm gonna wear it at my entrance, but on the back of it, I'm gonna write back here, I banged Evan's mom, and that's what I'm coming out wearing. So that'll set the tone for the rest of the match.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is going to be physical then. Who is what's the security measures, and is there anywhere that you would, are you aware enough to antagonize him and always know where you stand on whether he's really mad, kind of mad, not mad?
So I know exactly where he's at. I've known that idiot for long enough. However, he's a little crazier than usual these days. I don't know what's really going on, but I would be surprised if he did not false start me right into the pins before we even start the match. That's what I'm expecting from him.
Oh, that's gonna be a bad one, huh?
Yeah, I probably will. I just got a tetanus booster yesterday, so I'm fine. I'm good. I just got to get my hepatitis up to date, and then we're good to go because he definitely has all of them.
Well,
Yeah, it could. I mean, as long like I feel like that Evan and Tom did it, it could be very entertaining. I'm just making sure that you are aware, and or that I'm aware of, or that you're aware of what I think is a possibility, which would be just you having fun, him having fun, you not knowing when he's not having fun anymore, and thinking you still are having fun, and then it just gets to a very strange place. That's
Well,
my fear with Evan, I think, is that I feel like that he has a perception of who he thinks I am, and that, me and him are, like just right away, the banner and the talk. And then, but, it's like, yo, bro, I dealt with a psycho, all right? And there was often times where I was a little taken back, like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this guy. But now you get to a point where I don't give a fuck where he's coming from anymore. And then it gets all of a sudden the most aggressive part of me comes out. And then it's always like, yo, where'd that come from? Why you? I'm lost over here. Okay. I'm lost if you think that I was not supposed to be upset. Okay. Yeah. So we need to identify the script a little bit better there next time.
Well, the only way you're going to find out, Travis, is if you go to armgods.com and buy the pay-per-view.
And what's the date?
That's going to be March 23rd in Ireland. But I got a big match before that too. I got Jeff Dave.
Hold up here. So you're saying he's going to be in Ireland too?
Yes.
Oh, well, he's probably going to be on his best manners then. I mean,
that's not that's not how Arm Gods works from our explanation.
I'm saying, but the fact is, if there is drama at Arm Gods, they've prepared for it. It's not going to be a situation where Evan is uncontrollable in a foreign country and gets people arrested and or himself.
Oh, no. His guy can help with being as aggressive as he can be.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited to watch them. This is awesome.
Oh no.
Yeah. But the more legit match, which I'm not saying the tag match isn't legit. I'm just saying it's a experience and an experiment. But I got Jeff Dave at the end of February. So
okay. Left-handed, I guess.
Yeah, left hand.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, I think it will be good. And
Jeff, there's no way that anyone's ever arm wrestled Jeff Dave and before they said go, thought that they were in good shape.
Nope, doesn't happen. But Jason Constantini beat him at AWC, so got a few little.
I watched it. It was good.
Yep. He pulled him well. You got to pull Jeff smart. I mean,
And
I probably won't because I'm so strong, but most people-
when is you and Jeff Daves happening?
February 24th in Minnesota.
In Minnesota, okay.
Yep, just a local tournament.
Inside or outside?
Little of both, little this, little of that.
I'm saying, is it an inside venue or outside venue?
It's freaking 30 below out here right now.
That's the coldest I ever been. Was up there.
Yeah,
It
it's
probably wasn't
inside.
even cold
Inside.
when I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty brutal.
Dude,
Okay.
my arm is pretty brutal. Todd Hutchings is a beast.
So yeah, Travis, what happened at the practice? You just let Todd
No, I put the strap on, and then I just, right when they said go, I'm like, dude, my hand and wrist is so much better than his. And then of course he kind of leaned into it, right? And then he's like, yo, don't hit me. So I'm like, oh, well, there's no chance I can win then. So I tell you what, I'll just, I'll try to stop you from pinning me. And he would just ease down and lose too much, adjust, ease down. But the whole time I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I could kill this guy if a referee said ready, go right now.
Did you
Like I could just see it getting it would go so far down at the beginning. Oh, and my hand and my size right now. Oh, yes.
I see what you're saying. It gets scary nowadays with Todd getting that first go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, plus he said he was just here to get the blood out.
Oh yeah, he's like 5 days away from his.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, I mean, when I see Todd Hutchins, I'm not joking. I truly, in my heart, feel that he is the best arm wrestler in the United States of America. I believe that. And I know that there are maybe some guys like Jerry Caderet, maybe Michael Todd, I don't know. Maybe there are guys that can beat him one-on-one, but there is nobody that's like him from that weight class that can do what he does. So I'm looking at this guy with a lot of admiration as well. But it also is very nice for me to know that I still am the baddest motherfucker that resides in the United States of America. So that's pretty awesome too. So because I think not only the day that I can very simply whack Todd Hutchings, I also will be able to beat Jerry and Michael Todd that day as well. There's no doubt about it.
Did you group up with anybody else at the practice?
I pulled everybody there. I was just rocking, just running over these motherfuckers like they wasn't even there. I pulled Paul in left-handed. My God, I could have beat him with my fucking pinky.
Come on now. Come on. It's too soon. Uncle John just beat me. I just lost a super match. That's the only thing I've been still holding on to.
I got a feeling I'd run through Uncle John too pretty damn easily. I could be wrong.
Hey, I'll take the fact that you just got a feeling and you don't know 100% for sure.
I mean, I don't know there's snow on the ground. I just know there was snow on the ground a half hour ago when I walked in this gym. I guess there is a chance that when I walk out here, there's no more fucking snow. So.
Well, so John, if you're feeling froggy and you want to cancel your match with Jeff, we'll see you in Mountaineers in Martinsburg, West Virginia on February 24th.
You give me a date that's a few months out there, and I will bring Travis
out there.
But I'm not even like. There's no way I would arm wrestle. You guys one-on-one. I mean, it's a fucking joke. I'm the fucking champ of the world. But I'm just going to pull in the tournament. We're just now, me and Artem have a new business plan where we're going to hire a announcer and a bracket person. And we're going to make a little bit less money. But I think that we've decided that I'm going to participate and then we'll draw the conclusion from the profits as to which one is better for us.
Well, that's great. Right, you can hire me as the commentator. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more money now. Come on, Uncle John. I've seen how much you charge Mark.
We're just paying the standard $200 if you're out of town, $100 if you're in town. So no problem. Uncle John, we can't get Uncle John for $200 any other time. So you're in.
Hold on.
We gotta go. And I think honestly, we probably gotta go with the pros first and me knock that out. And that way I can then go over and announce a little bit if we feel the announcing my voice is needed from a comedy standpoint. Which I'm not even sure that it is, but we're going to find out because what happened in Chicago was just, it's not possible. Like you can't have no staff and then have 85 people just show up in 1 hour. You got 3.5 hours left and you just can't do it. Like you can't arm wrestle and run and you just can't. But we'll fix this for now on because listen, there's no doubt I would have beat Pablo in Chicago. No doubt in my motherfucking brain that I would have won that tournament. No doubt. So, and it would have saved us a G. So we probably would have made more money.
Oh, come on now. Now I'll be mega upset. We lost 1,000.
Right. Yeah. Or I'm waiting too for Artem or anybody to pitch in and do something from a logistical standpoint and not just stand there and watch me do everything. That'd be awesome too.
I like the way it works out so far.
The only time I can get Artem's attention is when I need his Cash App or his Venmo. I'm like, oh, this guy's got Cash App, Venmo. Artem's like, oh, I'll be right there. Be right there. Motherfucking flash
you only see me 2 times during the event. It's when you need the Cash App beforehand and we need to split the money after the event. That's the only 2 times I'm around.
Except when Tony Katowski is fucking you up. I've seen you then too.
Hey, so
there's a match for you there, Tony Katowski, Uncle John.
No, that's him and Uncle
John. Find out.
The way you should read the chat after I lost. Now it's you and Robert Russell is a good match right now, right-handed. And then Robert Russell and Uncle John being a close Travis.
Yeah. Hey,
Robert Russell's a big fucking dude. That I don't know how weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as Uncle John is 300, then he's good.
Robbie Russell looks to me like he's got the same frame as Ron Bass.
Yeah. There's something about that length of the forearms and big ass hands. Yeah, and the neck is wider than the head. That's what makes it impressive. Hey, so Johnny, there's a flight for you from Minneapolis to IED for $250. So you have to work out the extra 50, maybe sell a couple shirts once you get here, but it'll got you for the announcements there. And oh man, I had a good joke for Travis there, but now that he reminded me that I lost to Tony Katowski, my brain is now again in sadness and depression. Travis,
who did you go? Did you go to Magnus tournament, you and Lindsay, or you by yourself?
No, me and Lindsay both went.
Did y'all sightsee?
Yeah, we went to downtown Toronto the first day and to Niagara Falls the second day.
Oh, sweet. Niagara Falls is something, boy.
Cold as shit during the January, man.
I can't imagine. I but I went up into the official Hilton hotel there at Niagara Falls, right where the waterfall begins.
I think they changed it to Sheridan or something, but I can see.
Whatever it is, but Christian Benny got like the pimp suite there because he was trying to impress his now wife. And we went there and we went up and the whole wall was a window right there. Dude, that is a wonder of the world right there.
That's pretty cool. And they're saying that like that whole waterfall that you see, it's over the years it got smaller and smaller because it's like slowly drying out. So the parts that were connected are not anymore. So you're kind of like, yeah, you only got a couple more years of seeing that shit.
Wow.
But yeah, it was cool. I've seen it by myself in August, and now by Lindsay there, and it's different and it's fucking cold. no, because with water everywhere. Out here being in January.
The tournament in Niagara Falls, the big tournament, the reason we were all there, that guy didn't pass. He didn't have the money. Ingen was there. It was fucking crazy.
Oh,
but
really?
I have some video, like VHS video that Casey took, and it was like fucking so cold. And like that's what we were talking about on the footage.
So you have that VHS somewhere?
I mean, I don't know if I still have it, but yeah, I just
It it
remember
it was
that
yeah, it
we
had
would watch it sometimes and be like, look at that. Remember how fucking cold it was? And she's like, yes. So
oh
cold.
so yeah, that was saying you're talking about the logistics and the thing. And dude, I was losing it like first 10 minutes in into making the bracket in the tournament because all of a sudden I got everybody coming in. Hey man, can I see this? Hey, can you add me to this? Hey, there's only 2 people here. Can you do it to here? To where like I was very cool and collected for the first 5 people. That sixth person shows up. Hey man, when? 10 minutes. I can ask the question. 10 minutes. Hey, can you add me? No. So then I'm like, once you got it, like I was good putting people in and shit. I'm like, yo, we can get 3 tables now that I got it down. But yeah, shit, it's incredible how like it was kind of under control. And then like, hey, yo, I need 2 Walker cranberries and I need you to shut the fuck up.
Jaeger bomb. Jaeger bomb.
That's what did. John, how much was those double Walker cranberries?
Jesus, I don't even know. It was too high for me to count.
Yeah, it was I remember someone was complaining it was like 15, $16 for a
Yeah,
double.
yeah,
Ooh.
ridiculous. Well, I mean that's Canadian, so it's only like
No, no,
7.50.
no, 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 no. That was after Brita checked his credit card. That was in dollars. In actual
Oh,
American
brutal,
$16. I'm like,
brutal.
dude, that's what is it, $22 Canadian? Like yeah, it's an incredible vodka cranberry right there.
Oof.
Shit, after a $15 slice of pizza, you better not order no vodka cranberry at
Ah,
that fucking MGM Grand.
so there was a question about that. How big was the slice at least? What are we
Oh,
talking?
it was just a regular fucking terrible, nothing fucking every pizza you ever got at every truck stop in the world. It's fucking terrible. I mean, I cannot believe it.
Dude, I need to read Aussie Arm Wrestler's comment. It was awesome. Travis is actually 5'10". He just keeps walking around in his wallet. Dude,
Let's go.
that's the reply I should have given Brett Grundy.
That's a scene from Secretariat.
Dude, it's Brad Grundy came up to me out of nowhere and he's like, dude, you're not 6 foot tall. And I'm like, wait, what? Am I having like a t-shirt? Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard you in a podcast saying you're 6 foot tall, but no, you're 5'10". I'm like, what do you mean I'm 5'10"? Well, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm like, Brad, you fucking 6'2", 280 at 24 years old. Calm down. Like, what do you mean I'm not 6 foot tall? So, but for some reason he wanted to tell me that information, and now I'm like, dude, I need to see your ID and you need to see my ID, and like, you're gonna compare.
Oh yeah, well, you don't need to see your IDs. You got to get a fucking tape measure out.
Yo, that's
Nobody cares what you lied to the. Nobody cares what you lied to the DMV about. We lie about what you really are.
yeah, but there's no way Brad's ID says 6 foot tall. Like, there's no like it has to be taller than that.
I'm 6'2" and 1/2 and to the nose. No doubt about it. Every single day of the week.
Yeah, but you step on that wall, you step on that wallet, you go 6'4".
Oh yeah, 6'8".
Well,
Yeah.
all right, gentlemen, it has been an hour. John, we would like to wish you all your luck in your super matches, but since you beat me, we don't give a fuck.
I'll take it.
So,
I'll take it.
go crazy, young man. Go crazy. After you beat Jeff Dave, you can
Man,
sit
I'm
and you
starting
can
to
beat
look
me
like a
left-handed.
fucking beast. All right, guys.
All right, Travis, we appreciate you. You know, let
We'll
us.
see you tomorrow, and then I'm out. Thursday, I'm going to Istanbul.
Oh boy.
Safe travels, buddy.
But we will be live in Istanbul the whole time. You know how I rock, boy.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to remind our chat one more time that me and Travis have a deal that every time he goes live in Istanbul, I am paying him $20 a minute. So every time you guys see him going live from Friday until
I'm
Sunday,
gonna go live while the Ingens thing's going, but just on me and Hermes and whoever's. So you think that Ingen don't care?
Oh yeah, go crazy. Just
Just do the voiceover, do the thing that Ryan Bowen does there, right?
as long as his notifications are not on, he should not see the fact that you're alive. But as I said, it's 20 American dollars every minute for Travis to go live from Friday till Sunday. We'll see how many of those we can pump out.
Go.
There's some dude saying I'm 5'10 and I'm much taller than Artem. So she's probably 7 or something like that.
Motherfucker, much taller, not a little.
Much taller. Dude.
All right, fellas, y'all be good.
All right, sir. I'm gonna go pull out a measure tape or a gun, whichever one I feel depressed about.
See you later, buddy.
All right, later, John. Appreciate everybody who's shorter than me. Man, I can't pull out a tape measure. I'm out here sitting. Man, and that 6 foot trophy is a little bit taller than me. So, y'all gonna make him believe I'm good 5'10, but no, y'all keep thinking I'm anywhere between 5'7 and 5'10. I'll go pull out measure tape just to double check I'm still 6 foot tall. I get a hunchback sometimes, and I may appear like 5'11 and a half, but no, y'all be crazy. Y'all be crazy. I'm 5'7. Well, are you sick with the shoes off? Yes, I am. I'm like sick, dude. I had boots on in Canada. Oh no, I have Carhartt boots on in Canada first, so I'm like good 6'2" in those, and then I mean Balenciagas have normal sole in them, so I rock the sole. I know every time I'm in and out the shoes, I'm like, huh? It's like a step in and step out. So like I know my shoes do give me like a difference because I know I'll step and I'll see the thing. So I mean, if I'm 6 and just do Balenciagas, then it's crazy. But no, I have to be 6'1" on some shoes. A lot of guys give their shoe measurements. Well, I mean, I'm a Russian person, so it's like I don't wear shoes in the house. So it's like by the time I'm measuring my height, there's no man. That's a whole different YouTube video, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark 6 foot thing on my thing here. Back to the kids' time. Honey, we get a butter knife, a pencil, and a measure tape. So many 5'8", 5'11" guys out there claiming 6. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, 5'8" is crazy. Well, I mean, fuck. I just used to refer to it in centimeters. Who the fuck is wearing the shoes? White trash people. A lot of white trash people do. How do you feel about your performance in your super match, man? Um, so I think the power was there. Like everything was there as far as the performance goes. Like if I were to rate, like feels like the power was there. Um, my problem looking at afterwards and where I would like to like criticize my performance will be technique. Stuff like Travis was saying something in the beginning about having different strategy in one way. To me, just like my adjustments, and they always been problematic like that. Like trying to adjust with Jason Marlowe, Ryan Bowen, and John. Like everybody who's trying to top roll me and Gekin the top roll, and it gets like worse and worse. I will keep trying to fight it with my hand that's gave up and not trying to adjust it with, as I said, like high hook and all that. So I feel like technically, from technical advantage, I didn't use all of it, and I will have liked to. Like I guess that's the usually the thing where like a good complete loss is where you got the opportunity to try everything, and that didn't work out, and there's nothing for you to really even like kind of knock it off. But I guess there was a technical issues that I would like to have tried because I wasn't exactly out of there. Like my arm was still in it. Like that's why I was in a bunch of like ugly Kings move and a lot of like ugly stuff that all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I can like I was locking it in on some good spots where I felt like comfortable, but John was exposing me somewhere else. So like from that perspective, it was a really good match. Like I like how John did it and how I said in the beginning of the podcast, like uh John usually pulls me in the way he pulls me, I think, and that's why I get my win. Like, and he made an adjustment, pulled me differently. I pull him differently, right? Like, I topple everybody over the beginning, and with him, I said I want to try it first, but I knew that's going to be a blessing and a level up if it happens. But for me to beat John, it's got to be inside, and that's where kind of match was attempting to go. And John, who's usually pulled inside, was rolling me out. So I think power, everything, all the good stuff was there, but technically I made some mistakes. And like now looking at the next step, that's where it gets a little funny where people everybody who wants to be active now. Shit, we'll talk about Nanya out here who is some hating on my height because he can't hate on anything else. um uh like even Nani is out here, him and Politale, like I'm making thing happen. They have this fake money match going on and all the crazy stuff. Like you kind of have to, you're making your own routes. Because there's not much going on in America, like on a bigger scale, like that everybody can involve. There's a lot going on in America, but for us, everybody to be in one building and for it to make sense, no, it's a lot of convincing. Like there's a bunch of good stuff, but you have to convince half of America to come to Winter Blast, right? Everybody from the region going to be there. Everybody from the LA Fit Expo region going to be there. But for all of us to come to the middle grounds and there's big money, like we don't have that. Like everybody kind of making their own routes and they'll path this and all that stuff. So that's where it was a little questionable because kind of like losing to John is not something I plan on. Like I can have in plans because it's somebody I have beaten so many times. But in the same time, John is hustler himself. He's moving around in the weight class. He's moving, you know, just pulling around, right? So uh it's hard to gauge somebody like that who's also just as active and clearly progressing, right? So I cannot be super upset about it. So that's why I just kind of have to get stronger, make sure it doesn't happen again. Where does it leave? Who knows? Like I don't need to care about that, but we do have rankings and people that do make rankings and follow that and all that shit, like they will adjust it and make it, make the match kind of see, maybe see for what it stands. Like the rank is gonna get adjusted. But if you not look at it and just keep grinding along, like, it's all good. Just gotta find another match. Fake money match, 6,500 real cash. Dude, you ain't got 6,500 real cash. Like, or maybe does, but y'all not putting that money up. Like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Like, there's gonna be a lot of silence after March 23rd. Well, there's gonna be some outrages because there's gonna be issue with the money, and there's gonna be a lot of silence because either one of these money is not gonna show up. There's gonna be an issue. There's no way two amateurs are pulling for 10 Gs without an issue, or otherwise everybody would be doing that. Like, that's crazy. So there's that. And Ari, I'm so cool to have a chance to chat with you at the end of this live. Hell yeah! Appreciate you, fellas. Appreciate you. Oh my god. The money will be on the table. You're wrong. You're very pompous. No, no, no. Nani and Artem is not coming soon. I don't try to hang out around drag addicts and weird people if I'm not under my own will. Under my own will. So that's not happening. And I don't need entertainment. I have the platform. I have the platform. I don't need to be on someone else's platform to get popular of the weird names. Dude, someone bet me $20 in my most recent super match, and the fuck did not pay up when I won. Let's see if I actually pays their 10K. Yeah, Nanya, I'm not a hater. I'm just saying, like that's not gonna happen, and like I'm not like there's nothing like if the money gonna be there, like it's good for you and you and Paul. There's nothing for me to eat. like it's everything is good. You're the one that having issues. You're the one hating and have a negative perception of everything, right? Yeah, you're thinking of hating on your match. I'm hating on the fake money. I'm a steroid freak now, even though you're more steroid than I have ever been in. And yeah, and you have issues. You have admit. So that's the issue. The first step is a admittance, which you have admitted to doing meth. So you have to admit that you are a drug addict, and then we can follow to step two, step three. Minutes and all that. So, you know, but if you well, no, that's a crazy thing to say that you are not a drug addict. Well, in fact, you are. So, but once you admit to that, we can move on. I've never admitted. Come on, man. There's the videos of that. All right, that's going crazy now. Now that's going crazy and be well. Step one, guys. Special Nanya. Maybe 12 o'clock somewhere.